Shadows, Golden Book by Daniel Scott West, Atomic Frog Productions, copyright 2001. Elmer Rice, First Love, Poems, Erotica, Croons, and Recipes. Michelle, First Love, First Lover. I spelled it to Michael, but I figured I could write, this is a note, side note, figured I could write some erotic for my gay black foster brother in the Navy, so that he may find something that's not gonna leave him lonely. Alright. Continued. Poems, erotica, croons, and recipes for Michelle, and the gay version. Donna, as I knew her, was Dawn. I'm calling her Donna. First adult lover, poems, erotica, croons, and recipes. Dana, first true love, true lover, poems, erotica, croons, and recipes. Happy, first gypsy lover, poems, erotica, croons, and recipes. Lucy, first greaser lover, second true love, poems, erotica, croons, and recipes. Jackie, phantom lover, first golden lover, poems, erotica, croons, and recipes. Jesse, third true love, Jesse Wright, poems, erotica, croons, and recipes. Jennifer, mother of my son, poems, erotica, croons, and recipes. Amy and Dion, poems, erotica, croons, and recipes. Love and love. Amy was not a lover, but nonetheless, fantasies are bounding. Atomic Frog Productions is copyright 2001. About the author. My name is Daniel Scott West. I was born in Missoula, Montana, to David Roll Emanuel West and Carol Ann Henry. I have one sibling, Matthew Roll Emanuel West, who legally changed his name to Matthew West Muir, who is married to Amber Phillips and father of Michaela, my niece. I am 30 years old.
Okay. That's reiteration. Yes, it's important, but I'm working on something else here.
Do you think you can, tell me more about that,
This is from
the last thing you were talking about?
live recording in
Yeah, the
San
Maker Faire.
Francisco.
Maker Faire is in May, and yeah, let me go back to it.
And there was the other thing I talked about, setting up,
A lot of these are
just setting up a booth.
public.
Yeah, you can set, well, not a booth, but like set up just like a chair and like a table right on Valencia Street. Like a lot of people do that with their artwork. And the police might bust you.
Which ones cost money? Like the fees?
I don't know, I don't
Which
sell
one's
anything or make anything.
the $100?
This one, Alameda, is probably the most expensive because it's the sherbet. Like, the most people go there. Yeah, probably about $100 for the booth.
Currently inside the room.
Ashby, I don't know what the cost is of that. I've been to that one, it's a little bit smaller. And let me look up what the SF vendor license costs. Yeah, Berkeley, this is like on the evening space, so you take part and shoot up there. And,
Thank you. Get random tissues.
I usually just carry like a big bag and everything. Like, ew.
Yeah.
Ew.
I usually do. I lost my hanky. It's like,
Okay. Get a permit. No. Well, anyway, you can look up getting a vendor's permit, and I've heard that it's either cheap or like free. But the police will ask you if you have a vendor's permit. And it's just like a stupid bureaucratic thing, like hoop that you jump through.
Oh yeah, I mean, I've jumped through it before, and you know, there's sometimes there's like booze, like some
But like
shows,
this street is
you get it there early,
street
you do a filling spot.
yeah, this street is like really like I have lots of friends who sell jewelry on this street, and it's really
Cool.
yeah, I feel bad. I don't know. You could try like if you could try the curiosity shop and ask the person there, because I know she sells things, so like she might be able to help you a little bit more.
So I just checked that out. Got some cards, so yeah, I'll definitely have to go back there. There's some stuff I'm looking to sell there. Alright, thank you.
Yeah,
Do you think you can tell me more about that? What's it? The last thing you were talking about?
the Maker Fair?
Yeah, the Maker Fair.
The Maker Fair is in May, and let me go back to it.
And there was the other thing you were talking about, setting up, just setting up a booth.
Yeah, you can set, well not a booth, but like set up just like a chair and like a table right on Valencia Street. Like a lot of people do that with their artwork. And the police might bust you.
Which ones cost money? Like the fees?
I don't know, I don't
Which
sell
one's
anything or make anything.
The $100?
This one, Alameda, is probably the most expensive because it's the sherbet. Like, the most people go there. Yeah, probably about $100 for a booth. Ashby, I don't know what the cost is of that. I've been to that one. It's a little bit smaller. And
Okay.
let me look up what the SF vendor license costs. Yeah, Berkeley. This is like on the in the East Bay, so you take BART and shoot over there. And
Thank you. Get ran out of tissues.
I usually just carry like a big ugly rag, and people are like, ew,
Yeah.
ew.
Usually, yeah, I lost my hanky. It's like,
Okay. This is get a permit. No. Well, anyway, you can look up getting a vendor's permit, and I've heard that it's either cheap or like free. But the police will ask you if you have a vendor's permit. And it's just like a stupid bureaucratic thing, like hoop that you jump through.
oh yeah, I mean, I've jumped through it before, and you know, there's sometimes there's like booze, like some
But like
shows,
this street is
you get it there early,
street
you do a filling spot.
yeah, this street is like really like I have lots of friends who sell jewelry on this street, and it's really yeah, I feel bad. I don't know. You could try like if you could try the curiosity shop and ask the person there, because I know she sells things, so like she might be able to help you a little bit more.
So I just checked that out. Got some cards, so yeah, I'll definitely have to go back there. Have some stuff I'm looking to sell there. Alright, thank you.
Yeah.
Do you think you can tell me more about that? What's it? The last thing you were talking about?
Y'all let me hang it. One time I was getting drugs, my fucking shopping cart with bottles, and I was doing it.
Por eso yo sé, lo que se pone aquí, se pone allá. Y vienes inmigrando, vienes igualito vas ahí. Yo le hago mi ronda con la mano. Y desde allá no voy a mi casa. Como tenía problemas con mi hermana, porque ella siempre me deja. Por eso respeto a los psicólogos, porque no pasa, me saco el sombrero y pasó por algún problema, algún problema.
It's been a while since I've been doing open mic. It's been a while since I've been in an open mic. The first one I did, went outside. But, like, last one I was in an open mic in Humboldt County at a place called Old Town Coffee and Stop. I was reading the same material that we'll be reading tonight. I'm writing another book.
Just say Tom T.
Tom T.
Tom T.
And this
You're
is
the Tom T. I knocked out in front of the attic on Friday. And then remind me what you need referrals for.
need referrals for housing.
Right. If you were facing eviction, were under certain circumstances, had been evicted, and were your resident of the city at the moment, therefore you're eligible because you're under age 60 but disabled.
Yes. Yes.
Housing specifically we deal with, but we don't find housing.
Right.
Could have a few referrals for you, including mental health, etc. And strongly suggest take them.
All right. Thank you very much.
Calls. Got a permit. I remember your name is Daniel, and just say, actually, our executive director of Pool 1 and 2 is executive director attorney. He has a voice like 100% same as mine. To where I'm gay, my husband has mistaken me for him and for me. Both grew up in Chicago, less than 15 minutes apart. Same background. So actually anybody that answers the phone, just say, I met Tom, the receptionist.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
And
I just got to figure out what to do now while I was
good, not competent at all.
Yeah.
What I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand totally.
Just say Tom T.
Tom T.
Tom T.
And this
You're
is
the Tom T. I knocked out in front of the attic on Friday. what you need referrals for.
You need referrals for housing.
Right. If you were facing eviction, were under certain circumstances, had been evicted, and were you're a resident of the city at the moment, therefore you're eligible because you're under age 60 but disabled.
Yes. Yes.
Housing specifically we deal with, but we don't find housing.
Right.
Could have a few referrals for you, including mental health, etc. And strongly suggest taking them.
All right. Thank you very much.
Calls. At the moment, I remember your name is Daniel, and just say, actually, our executive director would be cool on it too. He has executive director attorney. He has a voice like 100% same as mine. Two-where. I'm gay. My husband has mistaken me for him for me. We both grew up in Chicago, less than 15 minutes apart. Same background. So actually anybody that answers the phone, just say, I met Tom, the receptionist.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you.
And
I just got to figure out what to do now while I was
good.
the
Not
morning.
covered at all. Got what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand totally.
Sound effects from a ancient arcade. It's a classic arcade from 1900s. song and wanted to sing it, but stupidly found out. And I got sick and it's fever. I ended up with a fever right after playing that song in public. Strange. I was down in central Los Angeles at the Los Angeles Rescue Mission. I got sick of that from right after that song.
Author's biography. My name is Daniel West. I was born in Missoula, Montana. My mother and father were separated when my brother and I were very young. Reiteration from a previous book, Silver Book. Book of Shadows. My brother and I were reunited with my mother when I was 4. We were placed in foster care in separate homes and united at the Muir's home. When I was 11 years old, when I turned 14, I was taken out of the Muir's home and placed in the Finley's home, where I finished my high school years separate from my brother. After graduating from Sentinel High School in the hope it's not a stop in the road. I found Jessica's pretzel. Tall grass. Little bush. Right outside Central. I know we got it, but I think we have a crime scene. Too early to tell. I really hope Jessica's okay. Feeling really woozy. Motivation is to go stay awake a little bit longer, I think. I gotta figure this out. She's green. Just slightly greener than I am.
Oh, I'm doing this again. Okay. Let's guess I got to find one of my pages of the Silver Book. Hopefully, there's a whole section of here missing, I think. I don't know. I don't think so. Maybe not. I hope not. Much harder to find my song, but I can't find any of my backups on my MP3 player. That's where I stored it all.
I want to take to Verizon, right?
Here.
Shit, I bought that goddamn phone, and I don't even have to do nothing with that motherfucking phone, man. I still got that phone.
It's like I'm missing something.
I don't have.
Wait, are these them? I might have found them.
My name is Daniel Scott West. I am the author of the Book of Shadows. Hammerfrog Productions.
Yeah, these are them.
supposed to get the results today. Do you know where they like? Do you know where I go if I miss them? If I miss them today?
This is where I stored them.
Voices of a Crystal Skull. What was taught. Poem by Daniel Scott West. You came into this world, falling made you kind. Flying made me blind, crawling closed my mind. How old are you? Want to go for a ride? I need you by my side. Never mind, useless to resist your kind. Keys cannot bind, devil is in head. Cannon fodder, my breath belonged to your father. You do good, you've just begun. This is battle you've already won. Only in passing through thought, a blanket-covered ghost, open mind, left of center, the magic in the sand of time. Rice bites the teeth, grin as you slide. Walk does you good, God rules your mind. Anger fought is a happy thought. Atomic Frog Productions. Glorified Tormentor by Daniel Scott West. Wrongfully sent, you caught a fall, my power shed with pain of death, my friend, myself in head. Granted passing, love her, grace her. Fate from passing grave, release you from the dead robe of flowers. Dust off grave, find heart, love my red devil queen of the undead. My friend passes the snow upon ember sleep, to free, hold tight, fast as the wind. Love and love, all is not sin. New life now begins. Rest no more, my friend. Dedicated to Robert von Alstein. Devil's Wind, Devil's Wood, poem number 5 by Daniel Scott West. Creatures of creation, lost gates gather, rebel wind. Fiend take flight. Furnace follow as a grin. Shot in march passing saint. Brothers of sin clamor for entry and fight their minds, creating frozen time. View slow as I stroll, excitement from sound of fire always night. Fixed season filled with bite. Rules restrain, the urge cause pain. Flesh cold, sweet as rain. Empathy lost, no remorse or refrain. Once held back, rush of fire filled my frame. Cue in hand, weight the same, stretch out from grain. In so deep, fight to restrain. Last is lost, to repose my name. Creatures fabled from centuries past, folding crosses of torture and pain. Am I crazy? Mana for name. Razor rider, spade spider, and spear of truth. Ending the sleuth, serious and sly. Atomic Frog Productions. Copyright 2001. House of Wind. Poem by Daniel Scott West. Haze of moon, flash of dust, rust of fire, water, the salt of sweat, tears tear free, swells of swaying sea and season bloom. Grow the mist and clear the eyes, hear the sound of gathered swarming flies, plague of death, gates undead, forces, faces, ashes, head, crossing paths of shadow loom, noble bride with her simple groom, to Abbey Normal. House of Fire. Poem by Daniel Scott West. Depths of blue and red sparks, cracks of prayer, grains of sand, earthly clay, dancing silhouettes of memory. Timeless waltz beyond the veil, gleams a world without pain. Stretching outward to greet me in, speaking softly, sweetly, questions my needs. My dreams, honest and pure, leads me in, knowing myself grants a grin. You are me, then take me in. You are me when I sin. Fall and slip, tremble and quake. You were beckoned in my sake. I need nothing. I gaze to ponder. I see her dance, I see her grace. You cloud my mind, you're in the way. With this sand, with this clay, I will see her dance another day. Dedicated to Robert von Alstein and Jesse Wright. Blessed be. Atomic Frog Productions, copyright 2001. Devil's Wood, poem number 6, Dark Ambitions, by Daniel Scott West. Fallen tower in season of change. Don't belong here, all is mine, my place of birth, my times, stripes for you, spots for me. You challenge my family tree. Your seat is empty, your seat is bare. You take what I don't share. This is mine and that is too. I saw your card. The card was a fool. Never mind who shares my purse. I grant passage for you a curse. As for you, a foolish man, your fate is set. What you are is what you do. I read your card. Is it not true? It shouts, it screams that you are indeed the fool. I am the hermit and so shall you be. I learn from history. I learn from a tool. Your reign has ended and only for you. Mending, by Daniel Scott West. Battle Scars. My life is set against my goals, as if I'm standing still, as people, plants, and animals travel at a totally different speed, at a totally different tempo. As I walk or glide on my skateboard, the view, the sound, the vibrates, and those people and plants and animals float by in their separate world. When all is stripped away, time after time, anger, hatred, and sorrow of loss is somehow short, and the possibility is open to a whole new dimension. I don't like being robbed or attacked. Who does? I do defend the weak, if I know them or not. The word hero doesn't fit me. I believe that my upbringing was a great part of my life, and remembering who you are is almost as important only by a fraction to knowing where you come from. Mending, by Daniel Scott West. Facing the odds. My pinned up anger forms a slight passive-aggressive nature that, for the most part, I didn't realize the fight with myself on judgment clarifies a purpose, the search for balance in a chaotic world, and restraint keeps me alone. I dream to one day find love that fits me, family, and a home. Evil is truly killing me, and if there was a way to conquer evil without family, friends, and love, I would not hesitate. I am not a robot or a killing puppet. I only hope, I only move, waiting for more. I feel as if my future is fixed, and no matter what I do, the odds are against me. I need saving. I am in fear that I may soon lose my soul. All streets are blocked, and I am isolated without light. I force light for my soul to see the total darkness. To Catch Your Death, by Daniel Scott West. A creature from the deepest tempest swells a shoreline, fills the cliff walls, tragic end to a foolish man, triumph to a fool, foothold, a trapdoor swinging just ahead, running gaily, fool after fool running after shore, awaiting nothing, an empty loom of promise, fortune duel of suitor groom. Toe to heel, close resume, falling freely, foolish man's doom. Hangman's Ballad, Magician's Card, Tarot. Atomic Frog Productions, copyright 2001. Day to Day, Treasure Trove, by Daniel Scott West. M-I-U-I in the middle. Magic is what the magician does. Eyes shade the shadows covers love. Beauty grows as beauty's kept in between the eyes above the nose. If love fades, beauty shows the depths hollowed as bonny glows. As you see me, I see you. The in-between is an added view. Atomic Frog Productions, copyright 2001. Middle o' Nowhere. A place I will make my home, by Daniel Scott West. I start from here, a place I know. Awake was I from where I grow. Here in the sun, the rain, away from snow, I grew my life wearing tears with pride, glitter, glistening with shades of steel and silver. Silver box and a fishing reel. I await in a boat for the storm to pass. The time of now. Dream of the waking sea. When you dream of me. Far from the waves, the wind, sheltered in the cove where we swam, where we dove. Seagulls, dolphins, orpheus blows. A trumpet calls a warning. Where's your dress? Where's your shawl? It's not spring, it's not the fall. Cape Horn is the summer until the equinox. Onward together we shall know all. And dedicated to a mermaid, phantom lover. Atomic Frog Productions, copyright 2001.
My name is Daniel Scott West.
Lion's Den Dinner by Daniel Scott West.
I'm Atomic Frog Productions, copyright 2001.
Ingredients, main recipe ingredients. Meat, dandelion and honey.
This is for my silver book,
Dandelion,
The
honey,
Shadows.
plus cream. Dedicated
My son,
to Angel and Shiloh, two familiars that kept me focused in Centralia, Washington. Man Bait, Part 1. Longview, Washington, 1 a.m. Tuesday morning, 13th of April. Chain of serial killings and possible copycat. This is a story, I think.
It is a story.
It's been a while since I wrote it.
I wrote it in Washington.
Indicating a student, teacher, serial killer, exact same MO with subtle differences. Targets are sophomore college students, and the other targets are middle-aged men and high of the midlife crisis. Both killers rob victims and clean crime scenes. Ritualistically, female man-eater trophy collectors. So, just as an overview. Atomic Frog Productions, copyright 2001. As I Delivered by Daniel Scott West. Thoughts of Home. This book, my book, with red ribbon divided. First look I took was dark from each side. Many hands, few feet
Gathered.
settled near my side. Upon a plank I don't glide, I fly. Mistletoe and heavy heel, no shelter from my